Hi, River Park Church. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Bowness. I'm coming to you from my home, but I do want to share a little bit about what's going on in our church, both in terms of our worship services and a few things upcoming, and then also some administrative stuff, which is no less important. This Sunday is just an ordinary Sunday, although it is Mother's Day. And so after the service, we're going to have a small gift, chocolate for all the women in our church. Those who have biological children of their own, but also those who are women, part of the spiritual family of God, and so have the role of mothers and leaders in our community. That's all of you as women. We also, in the coming weeks, next Sunday, we are going to celebrate Ascension Day. And the Sunday after that is Pentecost. Both Ascension Day and Pentecost are significant moments in the story of Scripture and in the history of the early church. When we remember both Jesus' ascension into heaven and the Spirit coming and falling on the disciples, filling them with God's power and sending them out from Jerusalem to Judea, the neighboring Samaria, and beyond. Of course, these days we are hoping again for God's Spirit to be poured out on His church, on us at River Park, and on God's church in Calgary and beyond. Not for our benefit or our glory, but so that God's kingdom would come and that His will would be done, and that we and those around us would better know God's will and see God's power and all be better for it. So we're going to have some special events coming up at those services as well, or special items within those services. I hope you'll join us for worship in the coming weeks. But we also have a few other things going on May 24 and 31. I'll be sharing some updates after the service, a sort of adult education event. Should last for about 90 minutes after the services on May 24 and May 31. And the purpose of those is to share a little bit more about where our church is at, where we hope to be going, and answer any questions you might have. I know the 24th is a long weekend, so if you have long questions, come to that one. You'll probably have more time to ask them. But either way, we hope to do something similar at both. So plan to come to at least one, but certainly if you come to both, there won't be perfect overlap. Finally, I want to share just a little bit about our church app. This past week, I hope if you're a regular attender or a member, you should have gotten an email inviting you to sign up for the church directory. Using that link in that email, you can choose to share your name and possibly a photo with the congregation. You can also choose whether or not to share other pieces of information like your age, your birthday, your email address or phone number. You can be listed in the directory and share as little or as much information as you'd like. But we'd love to get to know each other a little bit better, and then having pictures and having our names helps do that. I also want to put in a little plug for our church app, which is also the church website, the internal site. We are using Planning Center Online, or PCO, this week for the first time to send out our weekly email. And so once you click on that weekly update, you're already inside the world of the church app, even if you're online. Once you're there, you can log in and edit your directory information, but you'll also be able to see not only the directory, you'll be able to see our weekly updates, you'll be able to give online if you choose, and you'll also be able to see the church calendar. There's any number of renters and external events happening in our building, but also River Park events. And on that last note, in the next week or two, we have a new church website coming. We've had a dedicated team of volunteers working on that for a few months now, and we're just about ready to launch. So that's very exciting, and we'll look forward to more of that to come. As always, I love sharing with you as a congregation. I do continue to pray for you and am very thankful for your prayers and your words of encouragement for me, for Pastor Harrison, and for our entire council and other leaders. So may God bless you, and we'll look forward to worshiping together this Sunday and in the weeks to come.